Hey, good morning. It's Carla Metzdorf. I am a certified health and life coach that works with moms to overcome anxiety, and I'm also admin to this group, Overcoming Anxiety for Stressed Out Moms Who've Had Enough. And I am coming on live today, right now at 10 o'clock in the morning, to talk to you about the pause. Now, I don't normally go live on Mondays at 10 o'clock. Actually, I go live every Thursday at 3. But this week, I'm doing something different. This week, I'm going to go live every single day. Every day around this time. It just depends on what I got going on. I'm going to go live and give some kind of pro tip. Instead of doing a full live on Thursday, it's just going to be a shorter version live every single day. Today, I want to talk to you about what I call the pause. And I think it's a very special thing for you to do, to take this pause. And I'll explain why. Okay, so what the pause does, it puts like a mental break, okay? So if you have an event, something going on in your life, okay, something's happening, you're going to give it meaning, right? You're going to make some kind of interpretation. After you make that interpretation, your thoughts and your feelings, you're going to start feeling it, and your thoughts are going to start going. But when you have an anxiety disorder, right, you know that your thoughts sometimes are really intrusive, or most of the time are very intrusive, scary, very unwanted. And the feelings that you feel, okay, are scary too. And, they're due to those stress chemicals that are in your body. So you kind of know what you're going to experience. So what that pause does, right? So you have this stressful moment. Let's say you're being triggered, right? Something is happening. And you tell yourself, here it comes. I know what's going to happen, and you start getting these thoughts and these feelings. So what you do is you create a pause. In other words, instead of reacting right away to the thoughts that are coming, to the feelings that you're feeling. Now, a reaction, right? A reaction is something that happens in the present time when you use your emotions to I don't want to say to make instead of like a calm response, it's a very emotional response. So it gets more of a reaction. It's in the moment. You use your emotions. Does that make sense? So you're using your emotions. So sometimes when we react, later we try to take it back. We say, oh, I'm sorry. I was very angry when I said that, or when I did that, or, or I was just being very emotional. I didn't mean to say or do that, right? But sometimes we can't take back what we did. So with that can come shame and guilt, right? And we can have regrets. So taking this pause is very important. I equal pause to having awareness. I talk about awareness a lot in the group. So in other words, you need to be aware, okay? You need to understand that you're having this moment, that you are reacting, right? Because if you don't understand what it is you're experiencing, you don't understand to take that pause. So awareness is just having that understanding, right, that you're about to react. So you take the pause. Now you're taking this pause, right? So what you do in that moment, this is the time for you to catch yourself in the moment and do something different. You get really present, right? And you have a choice here. This is where you tell yourself, well, I can either react or I can do something different. This is the time in that pause where you can take control of your thoughts and your feelings. You can do something to regulate your central nervous system, whether it's breathing or taking a walk or some kind of meditation. This is the time to use that pause and do something different and make your reaction more of a response. Now, a response is doing something more consciously. It's using logic. It's understanding that I have a choice to make in this moment. It's all up to me. I can either overreact to this and stay in fear and pain, or I can do something different and respond differently. And then you take some kind of action. And when you put all of this together, okay, you have this awareness where you take a pause. The pause is very important, okay? It's that mental break that you're taking, right? You get yourself really present and you take some kind of, you make some kind of response that you're going to get back your control of your thoughts and of your feelings so that you're responding differently and you're reacting, you're acting differently. You know, you're taking a different action. And the more you do this, the more you practice this, you're going to be different, okay? You're going to change that like automatic response that you had to this trigger that you had, to this event that you had. You can change your automatic response and be different. So practice that pause, ladies. And if you're just coming on, okay, I talked about the importance of practicing the pause. And I know I don't go live on Mondays. I don't do this normally, but I'm doing something different this week. I'm switching it up. Instead of doing a long live on Thursday, which I do, Thursdays every Thursday at 3, what I'm doing this week is Monday through Friday. I'm going to just pick a time, go live, and I'm just going to give you some kind of pro tip, some kind of quick pro tip about anxiety. You know, what is it, so that you understand more of what it is, why you're experiencing it, and how to overcome it. Because ladies, you know, I don't want you to just deal with anxiety. The purpose of this group is not for you to understand how to deal with your anxiety. It's to understand that you can overcome anxiety. Absolutely overcome it and get your power back. So ladies, I wish you a beautiful day. And if you have any comments at all, I'm on my phone. It's hard for me to see it. I'll go on my computer later, but I'll see the comments. But if you're watching this, and if you're just coming on, just watch the replay. And I will answer all your comments later. If you're watching the replay, put the comments in the replay, any questions in the replay, and I'll answer you later. Be well, ladies, and have a fantastic rest of your day.